Just because it's snowing outside doesn't mean work stops here. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Mark Summers, Major Linux and MajorsHouse.com, and you know, it's a nice little wintry weather mix outside, but we're still going to get some work done. And I've actually was sitting at my desk today, and I came across something something that I was like, this seems a little interesting, something I want to dive into a little bit more. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but these were a lot like all the rage back in 2014 or something. It's a compute stick. Intel kind of pioneered this a while ago. And Lenovo actually made one. It was something I kind of saw at a Microsoft store. Actually, when Microsoft stores were starting to pop up in random locations, I think this one, when I bought it from at South Point, Durham, had just opened up, and it was like around Black Friday, Christmas time, and they were selling these things like for a discount. Like these things were like maybe 150. I got it for maybe $100, maybe a little bit less than that. And I thought it was really cool, you know, to be able to try to maybe play some PC games or even try to use like remote play or an Xbox. Actually, in 2014, Windows 10 wasn't out, but to try to remote play some games on here. It didn't really work out too well for me. Actually, shortly after I bought it and tried to use it, I kind of discarded it because I was getting bigger and better things. I think I moved over to an NVIDIA Shield and actually built a PC at one point, so I really had no use for this. But once we moved here, this kind of resurfaced out of the blue, so it's been sitting on my desk for a bit. I'm not going anywhere because the roads are pretty much shut down for the day. So why not dig into this? Let's look at this a little bit more and see if we can actually get this working again. But there's one thing I'm going to do here. So as you can see, the display here is like HDMI, and it doesn't really focus in much on that. Yeah, it's not going to focus on that because it's too focused on my face. But yes, HDMI here. So I could plug in this TV and then just, you know, point this camera at the TV, but I'm not going to do that. Luckily, if you're not aware, this PC here actually does have two capture cards in here. So there's one card that's not being used right now. So what I'm actually going to do is plug this into my Elgato HD60 Pro and try to capture the footage coming off of this card so we can see what's in it and actually see if we can use it as a computer plugged into a computer. So let's dive in. All right, as you can see here, we're back behind my PC. So again, Windows 10 PC, i7-7900K with a GTX 1080 built in here. But as you can see here, so actually, yeah, you can kind of see down the bottom. I'm gonna try to angle. Well, I can't angle it anymore. I got this pointed wrong. But you can see here, we've got the Elgato sitting right up here, and then we've got actually the AverMedia. So in a previous video, you saw that I kind of compared the Elgato to the AverMedia. So this is the AverMedia card here. That's where all my console stuff is plugged into for streaming and recording console gameplay. But what you can also do too with these cards is you can kind of bring in PC gameplay. So what we're going to do is, like, we don't have a second huge PC to plug into an HDMI source. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take this compute stick and we're going to plug it in into the Elgato. So as you can see up here, I'll move this audio cable out of the way. You've got, oh, where is it? There it goes, in, and you got your out. So I'm gonna plug this. Oh boy. Yeah, apologize for the cable management. This thing is actually really big. It's bigger than I thought it was. That's what she said. We'll plug this into the import. There we go. So now we've got the compute stick plugged in. What I'm going to do though, because I actually kind of forgot, is I'm going to go find some power sources so we can plug it in, because this is actually powered by a micro USB. So I'm going to go find me a micro USB cable, plug it in, and we'll get right to it. And all right, we're off to the races here. So everything's plugged in. We got a keyboard and mouse set up. We've got power. I didn't really plug it into my PC like I originally was planning on doing. Ended up plugging it into one the surge protector I have down on the ground. It actually had some powered USB ports, so I'm using that to kind of power the device. But yeah, so here it goes. We're loading it in now, and yeah, apparently it's running Windows 8 maybe? Because yeah, this looks like Windows 8. Let's see if I remember, see if I got everything set up. All right, so mouse and keyboard are working just fine. The signal just cut out for a second, so let's see if we can get it. Oh, it's resetting up. Apparently, or oh, it says that it's been updated, so I may have updated this thing before I turned it off for good. So it's updating to something. For all I know, it actually could be running Windows 10 at this point. Not entirely sure, and I kind of wish that I was using it during its whole, hey, you can get Windows 10 for free if you were using any of these OSs. Just so one, if I can see if this thing could run Windows 10. Because now I guess I'm perpetually on 8 for the time being. But yeah, so let's see what happens here. So let it update. Guess we'll be back in a little bit. All right, and we're here. She loaded into. Actually, this looks almost like Windows 10. Did it get updated to Windows 10? Oh crap! It did. This is actually when. Oh, it's an insider preview. That's what's happening here. This is actually a preview. Yeah, the home insider preview of Windows 10. So I actually got that far with it before I ended up just stopped working on it. And now I think I may have seen why I stopped. If I'm not mistaken, I think the wireless did break on here. And was the reason why I stopped whole cloth. Also, again, this thing is just not that powerful. So like the settings menu is just kind of frozen up on me. But actually, let's take a look at the provided it will do anything. Because yeah, okay, yeah, it just seems like it's just hung up at the moment. Maybe a Control Alt Delete. Bring up a task manager. Maybe it will be our saving grace here. No, because now no. Okay, there we go. Oh, all right. It seems like it was just trying to get things booted. It says there's no says no internet, which is odd. I should be connected to the internet here. I wonder if because it's used to one router and not the other, it doesn't know that things have changed here. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's wanting to behave like I really want it to. The start menu still isn't popping up for any reason. But yeah, like this is actually kind of it's an interesting thing here. So again, running this within have this on my Elgato. I can turn off the source here. See, there's nothing there. It's on my Elgato. But yeah, like I can kind of see why I stopped using it after a while, because it just became a giant bottleneck. For whatever this was being used for, I never really found the use case for them, and almost just about as shortly as they were released, they were never talked about again. And I'm pretty sure like Intel has created better SoC products, like nice little small compact computing solutions that were way better than this. I believe they actually came out with like a Compute Stick 2. I'm not sure if Lenovo made a second version. Actually, when I searched for Lenovo Compute Stick, it immediately came up with the exact model, which is like, hold on, I just had it. I was just looking at it. The the IdeaCentre Stick 300. Like, it didn't show another model. Like, apparently this is the only Lenovo compute stick that exists, because like that specific one just showed up. There was nothing else. Um, yeah, it seems like Intel has actually gone a little bit better. I mean, gone a little bit further to make better products. But yet, almost after what seemed like a colossal failure for this compute stick, for the Lenovo one, I just kind of gave up on it. So you can go check out MajorsHouse.com, and what I'll probably do is provide a link to it at the bottom, in the description of this video. I didn't like it. I can't remember what I said specifically about it, but I mean, just like with everybody else, when you read a headline, it's okay, yeah, I'm just gonna pass on it. Like, it was evident that it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I was really excited for it when I got it. I was really happy to test it out. But I think even before it got really bad for me, before it got to this point, something's happening here. Unity. What was I using that for? Okay. Maybe that was causing the issue? No, because that's still broken. That nothing's happening here. Yeah, okay, yeah, so yeah, this thing's actually busted. What I might actually end up doing is maybe seeing if I can reinstall the OS on this. Because it seems like it may just be it may be just hung up on some bad software. That may be what's happening. I'm actually trying to see if I can get to the properties for this computer. Oh, there we go. All right. So it is running Windows 10. It's got an Atom CPU, 1.33 gigahertz, 1.83. So it seems like maybe a dual core system, but 2 gigabytes of RAM. Trying to run Windows 10. Maybe not the best source for this. And like I said, I mean, yeah, so it's an activated product, so I actually might be able to just install Windows 10 proper. So yeah. Yeah, let's change gears here. I wonder if, well, the thing is, I probably need to get to settings in order to do it. Which is, yeah, now borked, beyond all control here, and I can't seem to get it to launch anywhere else. Let's see. Maybe from here. No. Control panel. Let's see. Maybe I can go here. Let's see. Backup and restore. Let's just go into system security, see if I can find it. So nothing showing where I can restart the system. Ooh, excuse me. Programs, maybe? No. You figure it would be in system and security. Because I know it's not backup and restore. Let's see, the security and maintenance. All right, there it goes. Recovery. All right. So, okay. So apparently, yeah, this is just borked. I'm gonna see if I can actually get. Maybe I can restart it. No, that didn't do it. That just opened up another. Yeah, I wish I knew what that meant. Like, class is not registered. That's, yeah. That's really odd. So it seems like all my Windows 10 apps are the. It seems like the apps, whatever Windows is calling, Microsoft is calling them now. Always still wanted to call them Metro apps, but that's not what they are, apparently. Let's see here. Is there? All right. You know what? Let's click on desktop. Alt F4. There we go. Let's restart this sucker. Yep, restarted anyway. I'm gonna reboot this here. And we'll be back right after the reboot. And all right, we're back. Desktop's loaded, and so before this goes any further, so for one, it seems like the wireless is kind of shook off, which is good. So now hopefully I can pop in here and load some wireless. All right, there we go. Yeah. It seems like it's trying to connect to the network. I may have to tell it to forget that network so I can reconnect to it. I mean, ultimately though, it really doesn't matter because I'm going to try to restore the system. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. And again, like with 2 gigabytes of RAM, yeah, waiting on this thing may not be the smartest thing to do. So I'm going to keep on trucking here. Or actually, wow, now my sound is working. So apparently things are loading in the background. All right, let's see. Maybe I can actually go in here and fix this. Maybe I can actually use this system and it not break. All right, so let's manage no networks. Let's forget this one, and I don't know what that is. So let's forget both of those. Come back in here and try to connect back to my home network. All right. I'm sure. Let's see. Now that I think about it, as I'm doing this, I'm actually kind of surprised. I was really thinking about, hey, I'm gonna look up the search results that I had on my phone, but then realized that, oh wait, yeah, that's right, I can't connect to the internet. And it still seems like it's having some issues. It's still trying to identify. Not sure what's going on. It's not like I've got to do any extra steps here. Normally everything else works. So now that I'm thinking, I'm trying to remember other issues I had with this because I haven't used this in a while. I think I actually did have to use a separate wireless dongle. Um, Essentially the ones that I were using with my Raspberry Pi. So, you know what? Let's just restore the system here. So let's pull this up. Seems like we've been having some good. We've been doing some good work here. And apparently, yeah, let's see. I don't think this has been updated since, so there's no game mode or anything in here, which I think should be in here. So let's see. When we started, we're actually going to go through a Windows 10 restart. There's nothing on here that I really care about, so let's just go ahead and wipe the whole damn thing. So let's see here. Yeah, it's just clean the drive. There's nothing there. I don't want it. Oh, that's fine. I really don't want to go back to Windows 8. I think Windows 8 was on this machine before I updated it to Windows 10. So all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this do its thing, and then I'm going to, while it's doing this thing, I'm gonna actually plug in a separate wireless dongle and see if I can get that worked out. So yeah, I'll be back once again once we're ready to go. It seems like getting some things ready. So yeah, we'll be back when we get all the things ready. And this is where we end up. So as I was waiting, I went to go do some other stuff while I was waiting for it to kind of reset, hoping it was going to take very long to do. However, it stayed at about 1% for maybe about 10 minutes before this screen showed up. So apparently what it's looking like right now is we may not be able to do anything with the stick. Like, I don't know at this point. I was kind of hoping maybe I could turn this into something like being able to have kind of like a actual, not technically bare metal system installed on the PC. So like, I have some virtual machines, but then actually have a physical Windows 10 device that's actually activated and everything, but yeah, I don't know. It's really a bummer. I was kind of hoping that this was going to work out, but unfortunately, we're just gonna have to abandon it. I mean, I feel like it was a pretty neat idea. Again, like the device was pretty awesome for what it was, but I don't know. For some reason, it just doesn't seem like it panned out. See, now it's asking me for a password. No, let me see if I can. Can I switch it over to a pin? Like, what's going on? Yeah, I don't. Ooh, yeah, that sucks because I normally use a pin to get into Windows, or like with my actual PC, use not Face ID, but the RealSense facial capture stuff, similar to Real ID, but for Windows and PCs, I guess. And so normally for a computer like this one, normally I have a pin, but it's asking for a password. So apparently the reset did something. I'm not sure exactly what it is, and I'm not sure what password it's looking for. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I had a pin code for the last password, so I don't know what's going on here. So yeah, this is where I want to end the video. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Of course, if you like what you saw here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button. That means we notify when new videos come up. But of course, I'm gonna let my compatriot, my friend, my guy, Major Linux, tell you right now. Well, I hope that was as fun for you as it was for me. If you did enjoy that video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell button so you can get notified when I put up new videos. I'm trying to do the YouTube thing just a little bit more than I used to before, so definitely do that. It's great help. Again, for every subscription I get over at YouTube, I donate $1 to Extra Life, a gaming-based charitable organization that's a part of the Children's Miracle Network, where we help sick and injured kids in our local communities get a fair shake at life. So definitely subscribing is actually doing good for the community. How does that sound? Of course, while you're here, if you're looking for something else to watch, I do recommend that you check this stuff out. Check these two videos out here. One is the most recent video, one is actually a video that I've created that hopefully best suits your taste. I don't know. I'm not the tastemaker. I'm just a creator. You have to get with YouTube about the whole taste thing. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're into. That's on you and YouTube. But I do recommend that you click one of these, or do the subscribe, hit the like, do the things that the YouTubers do. No pressure on my part. I'm not gonna force you to do anything, but if you do, I'd really appreciate it. So until next time, peace out.